In my last video, I showed you an unusual new signal that's believed to be emanating from two US naval transmission centers in the United States. It's been nicknamed the washing machine station due to it sounding somewhat like an old 1970s washing machine that's got a few faults. This generated quite a lot of comments and conversation, with some identifying this as a shortwave oddity known as the backwards music station, Wales as in the mammal not the country, Wales as in the country not the mammal, and the Enigma ID XM. The washing machine has some characteristics that are similar to XM, but I don't believe they're the same signal, which got me thinking I should probably make a long overdue video on XM. This station is a confusing one. There's lots of conflicting information out there on the internet that muddies the water somewhat, so let me give you the definitive profile of XM. Let's start with the name. It was given three identifiers: Wales, the backwards music station, and XM. The station tends to transmit rising and falling audio tones that sound somewhat like whale song, especially in certain recordings which led to the name Wales. It's also been heard sending other strange sounds that were originally incorrectly described as backwards music. Despite the fact that no backwards music has ever been heard on the signal, this name for the station has stuck. Names for numbers and oddities generally came from Enigma and later Enigma 2000, for example E03, the Lincolnshire Poacher. Backwards music was at one time classified as a noise station and was therefore given the ID X-ray mic by Enigma 2000. Another piece of conflicting information out there on XM is the dates. Some sources claim that the station was first reported on 10.512 kHz at the beginning of May 2004. However, we have logs of this station on numerous frequencies before 2001. Some sources also state that XM transmissions ceased at the end of June 2004, but we have confirmed sightings in 2021 and 2023. XM sends an eerie series of tones and sounds, and what appears to be voices have also been heard in the background. There are two sounds the station transmits, one that is likened to whale song or mic feedback, and the other which people have compared to what sounds like a tape of songs played backwards. The so-called backward music effect is faster than the whale sounds. This difference has led people to believe that the two sounds come from different stations, although both signals rise and fall in pitch and are rich in harmonics. On occasions, RTTY is also heard between the so-called music and whale song, leading some to believe that the station's purpose is to hold the frequency clear in between data transmissions, like a channel marker. XM has been logged on many different frequencies and has been heard on two or more frequencies at once, but with different signals. At least 3 of these transmitters have been heard operating at the same time. Direction finding exercises point towards 2 sources for these signals. One is believed to be somewhere in the United States, possibly US Navy transmission centers. There's also DF evidence to suggest that they may emanate from US naval bases in Jacksonville, Florida and Virginia Beach, Virginia. XM has also been logged in England at good strength, while the same transmissions were received poorly in America, indicating a European transmission, possibly Palermo, Sicily, or US Naval Air Station Sigonella in Sicily. So what is it? Well, it's been suggested that these signals may be a form of communication called link-complex or linear compression and expansion. This system is used as a communication method by both commercial and defence bodies, and it was believed that the sounds were caused by the Lincoln Peck's pilot tone seeking lock. This theory has been widely debunked, especially by somebody who worked with Lincoln Pecks. The main belief is that XM is simply feedback from naval transmitters using open channels, or due to faults in the transmitters. Suggestions include the idea that it's a result of groups of military or government transmitter backup networks that are kept serviceable in case the main communication systems fail or are destroyed. Every so often they're powered up and kept running for several days to ensure that they're in working order. The theory suggests that the feedback sounds heard on the signal are caused by the transmitters picking up the output from their own or other links in the chain. An even simpler thought amongst listeners is that it's caused by a keyed up transmitter and co-located receiving equipment, creating an audible feedback loop. So that's all of what we know, or what we think we know. Theories point towards the US Navy, but we have no real evidence. Theories also point towards a simple feedback loop, but this doesn't explain instances of RTTY being heard on the signal, let alone voices. Could it be a digital mode we don't know about? That's quite possible.